Hey guys, this is I'm me talking about some Flash season 9 news that we got regarding someone's going to be appearing a lot in season 9. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, almost go for new notifications on. Let's jump right into the news about the Flash's final season. So we learned about 24 hours ago, point in time we're recording this, and you guys seeing this when it goes up. John Core, aka Mark Blaine, has been up to series regular for The Flash season 9. That's been reported by TV Line. I'm pretty sure Deadline was the original reporter, and then Variety picked up on it. It's confirmed. I wasn't surprised by this, and frankly, if you were surprised by this, you haven't been paying attention to anything, what's happening in the show. This is heavily related to Frost. There's no other storyline they can do with them. Especially in the final season. The entire reason they brought this character on was specifically for Frost, and that's it. So, you have to consider the possibility here that, if he's being up to series regular, that means that Frost will play a big role in this season, which I'm like 50-50 on. Because now we have Barry, Iris, Joe, who's leaving in the middle of the season. He's not going to stay throughout the entire season. We knew that prior, but... And we have Seal, God kill us all. Allegra, Chester, and now we have Mark and Frost and Caitlin. Assuming Caitlin's still Caitlin and not a new Frost, but we know it is a new Frost because Eric Waltz confirmed it. But this whole Frost storyline, I never liked to begin with because that kind of just ruined 814. It was just a waste then. And the entire Destro mark, I mean, Frost died to save everyone, so that sacrifice kind of pointless. That's like saying if Alvar, right? If he died in Crisis twice, and he just came back with zero powers, and he's just a Green Arrow again in present day. That's what that's like. His death would have been pointless. Like, it wouldn't add an emotional impact when he comes back. With Frost, I mean, no one was really, like, emotional over her death because we all had Caitlin there. So it kind of just drew it out, But what we are dealing with is inevitably more chaos in the final season. I don't know if that's good or bad. I would like to think that this is good because it might draw away from the Cecile crap that no one wants. But it might just be the same stuff in season 8 where Barry was pretty much the main focus as a Flash. You gotta bring in Iris because we are the Flash. God. And that's the only thing I can really think of as be like season 8, where it's more Barry and Iris, where the Frost storyline where Mark will be coming in a lot at. That's all I can really think of what they're going to be doing with this character, because again, they can't do anything else with him. The main reason he's on the show is specifically for Frost. So there's zero reason for him to be connected to Barry's story unless it's like something related to Frost and Barry's involved. Which, at one point, Barry will be involved because, in a way, he basically pushed Caitlin to do this. What he did at the end of 816, it was pretty cool. And I'm on Barry's side with this. I said in my review that Caitlin's in the wrong, Barry's in the right. Especially with what he did, he should have done that. I mean, Caitlin's messing with things that's out of her control way more so than anything else. But I do think that with this new Frost, because it's not Frost, it's a new Frost, saying that she's an ally, she thinks. She's not sure. And that's a risk. And Barry should know that. So, I do wonder if this Frost will be part of the Rogues. Right? Because we have Captain Boomerang, we have Rainbow Raider, and Red Death. If you don't know Red Death, you should know by now. Those three people are all in this season, and there's probably a lot more behind the scenes I haven't seen, but those are the three that we know of. Now that Mark's in it, and that's going to be related to Frost, and this new Frost is God knows if she's an ally or not, because she doesn't know. Like, you have to wonder, Rainbow Raider, Captain Boomerang, Frost, Mark, are they going to be their own little rogues gallery? I mean, there's two ice people, but, or just Frost, or this new Frost, and Mark is trying to bring her back, and works with Bear to do that. They tie it all into one big story. As long as they do it right, fine, but I don't know how else that'd work. Again, I don't mind Mark being a series regular because I kind of viewed him as that last season. Especially in 814 onwards, I assumed he was a series regular at that point. You were showing more and more of him. As long as they don't put him in the field with that stupid jacket that clearly doesn't zip up, I will be okay if he's on screen. I saw people saying this when the news got announced that a lot of people are starting to like Mark more in season 8, in the back half, with him being more serious after Frost's death and all that. And I do agree with that. I think he's becoming a better character, as long as they don't put him in that stupid suit, quote-unquote suit, and with the jacket doesn't zip up. We don't need to see a six-pack. We don't need to see it every single episode. Or whenever he's on, we don't need to see it. So, just don't. We don't need to see him suit up. We have enough heroes in the field. We don't need it. Or, well, pretend heroes like Iris. But the point is that we are good on heroes. We don't need more. Again, I think Mark, if they continue the story and the character development that he got in the back of season 8, will be fine. In season 9, but who knows? I don't know. I wish I knew, because, good lord, I've said this since I saw those stuff photos from 901, that Iris is in the field to help Barry take down the guy with those boomerangs. I am worried about this season. Red Death being confirmed for season 9 is making me hyped for that one episode. Nothing else. I don't know really if I should be excited for season 9. Because my expectations for season 9 are so high after season 8. It's like, it feels like Arrow season 5, season 6, right? Season 5 was straight up amazing. I mean, there wasn't really anything I could nitpick. I had to rewatch it to do that, which I will do when I get to my Arrow reviews. But, I mean, what if season 9 is Arrow season 6? We get an amazing season after 8 years, and that just all goes on the toilet. Like, God, it's the final season. We shouldn't be getting that. Not now, after we just got an overpowered Barry, which, like most people, I've been wanting since the show started. We should have been getting this the past, 8 years. But Todd Albin didn't have the balls to do it. Eric Wallace comes in, sets it all up over 2 years, and now we're getting season 9. It's still led by Eric Wallace, but it's going to be more about Iris because West Allen fans can't accept that Barry's a Flash. Or at least, at least admit that Barry can do things on his own, which season 8 proved, by the way. And almost everyone in the Flash community agrees that the 4 best episodes of season 8 were the episodes that Candace wasn't in it. It was without Iris. And you're telling me we're going to get more Iris? That's so worrying. It clearly shows that Eric Wallace is not only not listening to fans at all, even though he says he does, he doesn't. And B, this season's going to be a train wreck from beginning to end if they don't focus on Barry. The main reason people like season 8 so much is because it's a Barry-centric season. Take away from him doing what he did with Speed, which was another whole level there. but it being Barry-centric. For the first time in 8 years, a Barry-centric season. Are we really just going to dump that to the side and say, oh yeah, it's now about Barry and Iris 24/7? I get they need to have Nora, they need to lead up to Iris being pregnant, giving birth to Nora, and then 10 years later giving birth to Bart. I guess, 8 to 9 years, because Bart will be born in 2031. So, I understand they need to set that up, fine, but there is zero reason, absolutely zero reason, for Iris to be in the field to help Barry take down the guy who throws boomerangs. There's zero reason for it. Unless they come up with some excuse for Cecile, Allegra, Chester, Mark, and Joe not be able to come in, fine. If they're shorthanded, fine. Bring Iris in. That's the only way I will be satisfied with that. Because Barry has Allegra and Cecile as superpowers. Chester, who can make a device or something that Barry can use. Joe used to be a cop. Kramer, just call her. We don't need Iris in the field. We don't. I get it. Barry needs to trust Team Flash. And if he is short-handed, fine. If Captain Boomerang really poses a threat where he needs his own wife to be in the field with him, fine, do it. But don't make it anticlimactic where Cecile's on comms when she can be there helping Barry instead of his wife. Season 9 is shaky for me right now. It's either going to be a good season or a bad season. There's no mid right now. There's not. Either the premiere is good and the rest of the season's good, or the premiere is crap and the rest of the season's just going to be what the hell. Because the Red Death episode is 903. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be recurring. Red Death will be coming back every now and then. Season 9. I'd be surprised if she wasn't. But it's just where are they going? Because I don't want to deal with a crappy season. I don't want the last season of the show. We're dealing with that with Stargirl right now. And we don't know if it's the final season, but come on. If we haven't heard anything, it's probably the final season of Stargirl. And whether you want to admit it or not, the season sucks. It's pretty garbage. It's worse than Flash Season 7. Which Flash Season 7 had an excuse for being bad. Stargirl's excuse is the main lead is in a side plot 24/7. She's not even Stargirl. She's Court. That's it. Nowhere near being Stargirl. And it's just what the hell? There's no reason for this season to be bad if they just do what they did in Season 8, which is make it Barry-centric. That's it. That's all you gotta do, Eric Wallace, the Flash writers. That's all you gotta do. But you probably won't do it because you're on 904 and it looks pretty bad. God. I don't know. I will support the show day in and day out. I will. But Season 9 does not look good. I'm not saying it looks like crap, but it don't look good. The only thing that interests me right now is Red Death, and that's it. Because Captain Boomerang is cool if they do it right with Barry. Iris being in the field is a letdown. Mark now being a series regular could be a letdown. I'm not really hyped up about it. Because that just means more of this Frost storyline crap that I did not care about at all in Season 8 in the back half when it was happening with Caitlin. Because now we lost Caitlin, right? That's what they're saying. There's no more Caitlin, there's Frost. But Daniel Pegger's on the show because she's a series regular, so it's what we're doing. It's just what in the world are we doing? Because should it really be... It's the final season. Should it really be of 20 different storylines right here? Right now? We have Bloodwork. Arrowverse returning at one point. Frost and Mark, assuming they're in the same storyline. Barry and Iris working to have kids, because that needs to happen soon here. So that's 4, right? Budwork, Oliver, Mark, Barry, and Iris. Captain Boomerang, that's 5, because he's going to be recurring. Red Death, that's 6. And the most definite possibility that Zoom's returning alongside Godspeed, that's 7 storylines right there. They're all happening in this season. Well, maybe 6, because Oliver one might not happen, but I would assume it would. They set it up, so it's still good for season 9. So, but look, this season can work if it is done well, but it's 13 episodes. Superman and Lois couldn't handle one villain in 13 episodes. Stargirl can't even handle 2. The Flash right now has at least 5 in 13 episodes. And it's just probably going to get more crazier. But I'm okay with that as long as it's not just random BS. Like Red Death. It should not be a 1 episode off. It should be like a 2-3 episode thing. 3 episodes is max for Red Death. But 2, I think, is the perfect number. If it's 1, I will be annoyed if they don't do it right. Let's make it satisfying for 1 episode for Red Death. Fine. But it should be more than 1. It should be 2 or 3 for a graphic novel. Then you go to -4 storyline, wrap up the season with the Speedster thing, you know. The Rogues, if they're going to do that, make it an interlude thing. Don't, waste time on Red Death, Don't make Red Death a side plot. Just put in the Rogues gallery. I love the Rogues. I loved what they did with it early on in the show. They put their own twists on it. But we are dealing with now, it's a new era of the show. Season 8 proved that. We have to keep it up. So if you want to keep viewers coming in every week, don't make Red Death a side plot just for a stupid guy who throws boomerangs to be my main villain. That's not what we want. What we want is Red Death to be at least a big bad, for the season. She won't be the main villain, but it'd be nice to get her as a big bad of the season, because we're probably going to have like 4. Budwork, I would imagine, would be an interlude or a side episode with Barry and Cisco, probably. I would imagine that Mark and Frost will be a side plot. Cecile is definitely going to get more crap. Allegra's going to get side plot crap. We don't know anything about Chester yet, nor Allegra. I mean, when the trailer releases for season 9, I really hope it's not like Arrow's final season trailer where it just shows 2 new scenes and that's it. Right? I loved Arrow season 8 final trailer, like the wrapping up, showing all the seasons and that, the Comic-Con trailer for season 8 of Arrow. We don't need that for season 9. We don't. Would it be cool to get? Yes. But right now, what they need to worry about is making a good trailer to draw on the fans. And if you want to do that, put Red Death in there. I think that's the exact reason why they bring in Red Death in 903, to put her in that trailer. And I wonder if they're going to put it like at the end of the trailer. Like they show Red Death, they show Captain Boomerang, they show Rainbow Raider, they show maybe Cobalt Blue. Bringing a ton of viewers to the premiere and the entire season. That's what you can do to bring in viewers. Not show it all being Barry and Iris and Cecile 24/7. We don't want that. Do that, make a good trailer, bring people over to season 9, get it hyped up. That's what you can do. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching the video. Have a good day, have a good night, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.